Hey everyone, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting and the weekly Sunday live stream about whatever. Had a couple people tailgating, but I also have someone hanging out with me tonight. Big Will, what's going on, man?
Not much. Just
I have arrived. Nothing.
Nah, I'm just here trying to think of things. I don't know. I'm been a boring day.
Yeah, well, it's been raining and misty and nasty all day here, and semi-cold again, and it's just like, oh goodness gracious. So let's see. We'll see if anybody shows up. We had Rod was tailgating earlier, so I don't know if he's back or not. And YouTube is 90 was tailgating earlier. Chad, I don't know if he's back yet or not, but we will see them probably here in a few minutes. Unruly is in the house. What's going on, Unruly? And Comic Books NYC, Kavi, get you some rest, man. I know he's also stuck inside on lockdown in New York. Like maybe all of us are going to be here pretty soon. So we'll see how much longer we're allowed out for anything. They locked down the city. They locked down Kansas City and St. Louis yesterday. Well,
big cities are different.
What?
Big cities are different, though.
Yeah, the big cities have locked down.
I mean, Kavi's in the most
here. Popular. We did finally. Yeah. There's Chad. He is back. What's going on, 90? John, what's going on? As always, any of you guys want a link, hit me up. Let me know. We're just hanging out. We'll talk about some stuff and do whatever. So, just lost 4 auctions on eBay, so that's where my head is at. Well, you didn't spend any money, so there you go.
I did the opposite.
You probably sniped all his auctions, didn't you, Big Will?
I don't know about that, but I definitely lost money.
So, hey, Ruben, what's going on, man? See, there you go. Guess that's true. See, there's the positive. You still have the money to spend on something else. So, Chad is working from home. I am still allowed into the office tomorrow. I'm probably going to go in. My office is right by the door. I'm going to go into my office, shut my door, venture out to the bathroom, and probably leave and come home. So that's probably going to be my day tomorrow. So, D-Rock, what's going on, man? Cheers, my friend. And Kenny, thank you for joining us. So like I said, any of you guys in the chat want to come hang out? We're just hanging out. So nothing huge on the agenda tonight. A few things we're going to talk about, I guess. I don't know. So Big Will was just showing me his disappointments. Is that what you go with?
Yeah. Mistakes,
disappointments. Yeah, commiserating over, trying to like invest in some books and not having it work out. That happens sometimes, unfortunately. So it does. So what did I do today? I have not done much. I did do a little bit of reading today, so I did read through this thing today. So a couple of these were pretty good. A couple of them were not so good. So, but that was it was interesting. It had a couple stories basically for every one of the Robins, so that was kind of fun. So, let's see, what else did I read?
I recently read the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey by Kamiati.
Yeah.
It's fun. I enjoyed their Harley Quinn stuff. It's always fun. It's not.
Yeah, they're just fun. There's nothing too much there. There's Ben Compton. Thank you for joining us. Cool comic guy. Thank you for hanging out. Chris Barrett. What's up, Barrett? And Bear Island is in the house. So we got several people hanging out on Sunday. So yeah, so that's what Amanda and Jimmy are. It's just fun. They don't really. There's nothing serious. There's nothing like that's gonna. They're not telling universe-changing stories. They're just having
it's a
fun.
fun read. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. I probably won't pick up the others because it's a black label.
No, they made that a black. That's right. They did make that a black label. It's even like the bigger size too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the bigger size, no ads. So, I mean, it's worth what you're paying for it, like $6.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth it. But I mean, it's just a fun story. I had my fun, so I'll just move on to something else. I don't know. Depends. It's like every 2 months it's supposed to come out. So
$30 for Nightwing. No, it was in my poll. It's still in my poll, but yeah, I probably should have sold it for $30 because it's going to be like 10 cents in a week. So, because people are dumb. Hey, Dollar Man, what's going on? Mastodon, thank you for hanging out.
yeah, you got a lot of people in here.
Everybody's bored on a Sunday night, I think. I think everybody's just kind of bored and hanging out on Sunday. So if anybody's bored and actually wants to join us, I'll send the invite out again. So just give me a holler. Let me know.
Okay.
But so other things I read today. I read this. This is not good.
It wasn't good.
It was
It
fine.
wasn't. It wasn't good, or it wasn't bad.
Okay. It wasn't bad, but it did nothing to hook me in to make me want to pick up issue 2.
So the cover is the reason to buy it, is what you're saying.
On this particular one, yeah. I mean, I like when she's written well. I actually like this character, but I don't know. This didn't do anything for me. It didn't like intrigue me enough to make me read to go after number 2. So
I didn't bother picking one of them at all.
Well, I wasn't going to, and then I picked up the Campbell cover. So there you go. So, hey, Magic Lasso, what's going on?
My shop had a whole bunch of them on the wall when I went in Thursday, but I didn't bother picking one up.
Nice, good for you, John. So yeah, I'm sure there were some other covers I was tempted by, but I did not grab those.
You're going to enjoy that read, John.
Yeah, I think John will like it. Reading the rest of it. So, and then I read this today, and this continues to be good. This one was a little bit of exposition-y for me, maybe like a little bit of, but I don't know if exposition-y is the right way. It was kind of a transition, but it was good. I continue to really enjoy Valkyrie. What else did I read today? I did read Batman. What is this? 91? 91. This continues to be good. I like Tinian. He's pretty good. That's all I've gotten through of my stack of new books. The rest of them are still sitting here. So I haven't gotten through the rest of them.
Wait a minute. Chris Barrett says Spider-Woman had a beautiful 1 in 100 Carmine Infantino cover. How? He's been dead a while, and he was mainly a DC guy. I didn't know he did any kind of Spider-Woman.
If I did not see that, if that actually exists.
I mean, a lot of times they'll do like the Bernie Wrightson had a Detective 1000 cover, but he's been dead.
Yeah.
So they'll bring their art back and put it on the cover. So, I mean, I know it's possible, but I didn't think he ever did any Spider-Woman stuff.
I did not see that one anywhere. So, I mean, I saw the Comic Cat 84 Kenny's talking about the Bruce Timm one. I saw that one. And there was Kara Andrews one I really liked. And Bear is sending links to something. I don't know what he's sending a link to, but hey, Dave Mayers, what's going on, man? Thank you again for where's that? Make stream here to work. There we go. Thank you again, sir. That was awesome. Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't set up anything that I was like, oh, I need to really like keep going with this. And I'm trying to be super picky on what I continue to pick up. That it just wasn't enough for me. So yeah, he says there is one. I might have to. Let's just see if we can.
Here it is.
Oh, you got it?
Apparently, he worked on the original for a little bit. I didn't know he did any Marvel work. It's one of the hidden gems.
Oh, nice. Here, let me see if I can Google that, and I'll pull it up on the screen here. Oh, there it is.
I just forwarded John the link. He asked for it.
Yeah. So let me.
But yeah, okay. So I learned something today. I didn't know
There you go.
any Marvel, and then most
Oh,
of his
yeah,
work.
apparently he did a bunch of that. So
Yeah.
oh,
I'm
so John's
just
gonna
going for his '60s work.
Yeah, let me share
And
that screen.
DC.
Yeah, I remember him from the '60s stuff. I did not. I don't
No,
guess
the
I ever.
Batman 181 is his cover.
Okay. Let's open it. So there it is. That's not exactly the full screen, but yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. So yeah, he apparently did the original Spider-Woman #1 cover. So there you go. So
Nice.
I know that.
I did not know that
New every day.
I've never really looked into Spider-Woman, so
no, I mean, I follow most of the Spider characters, but that's not one that I've really been super into. Peach Momoko cover I liked it too. It was actually a pretty good one too, I thought. So
is he backstage yet?
not that I've seen. So not that I have seen. So that's, like I said, that's pretty much all I read. You read anything, Will, here recently?
But yeah, Infantino and Anderson cover.
Yes. There's Johnny. What's going on, man?
Hello, guys. How's it going?
Oh, you can see we have a lot going on. We're hanging out.
Yeah. A lot of brain work going on.
I'm delaying doing any work, so it's a perfect perfect way to be apathetic here.
Well, we help you whenever we can, John.
That's right. I'm glad we can help you out. Look at that reading stack.
I bought a ton of trades today.
Let's see what all you got.
My shop was having 50% off new trades. So I
trade?
Any new trades. They always have 50% off any used trades, which are in great shape. They were also having 50% off of like new issues that were on the wall still, new issues, right? That's how I got the Harleen issues I was missing.
Yeah.
So I snagged those so I can read those up. You want to say hi to Big Will and JP?
Are we live?
Yes, we're live. That's the best thing. He's so good. Okay. So I've never read Southern Bastard. Oh, did JP freeze up?
Yeah, he did. I've never read it either.
I hear great things about it. So I went with a ton of image that I had never read.
Hopefully they're going because I'm freezing up all this.
Yeah,
you're freezing
I know it's probably a good read. I mean, Jason Aaron's from Alabama. So.
Yeah, if anybody in the chat, I think I'm going to start with Southern Bastards and Descender, which I got the second volume for Descender.
Nice.
So I got the first 2 volumes there. The Immortal Hulk trades are epic, says Dollar Bin Fodder. They are. I agree. I've read the issues, and it's all mostly the issues I love are on Marvel. So I can read them there. I tried to buy image stuff because I can't read those on Unlimited, right?
Yeah.
Monstrous. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, there you go.
Isn't that the book Smurf was always talking about?
It is. Yes. I hear amazing things about Monstrous, so I'm definitely going to be diving into that last, I think. I want to save it. I think it's going to be something special.
So sweet.
So I'm starting with Southern Bastards, Descender, and then somewhere in the middle I'll do East of West, which I hear is also great. This is the Hickman image book.
Dang, you did get a ton of trades, man.
I did. Some of them I already had volume 1, and I was like, you know what? I like what little bit I skim read. I'm gonna just get a ton of them and help my shop and get them for a great deal and all that good stuff.
Yeah. No, that's a good call.
Yeah. So I have a ton of good reading between that and all the Usagi that Charlie is borrowing because she's now reading through my Usagi.
So she's going to read Usagi and you're going to have to wait. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, I got to wait, which means I can get into some of these image books.
I
got a ton of good image stuff.
So no, I need to probably make a trade order, but I got a
Well,
couple
my shop
things
is trying to figure out how this is going to work in the coming weeks. If Diamond keeps shipping and UPS and FedEx keeps shipping, then they're going to start going to curbside delivery or deliver to you. They'll do some of those kind of things. But if those guys quit, then everybody's going to be struggling through this.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's what my shop has went to, is they're just shipping to me.
Yeah.
They shipped my books to me this week. It took a day because they're like an hour up the road.
It just means I need to be on top of what's coming out, because I sometimes you look at the wall and you're like, oh, I didn't realize that was coming out this week, and I got to really be on it and know what's coming.
Yeah.
I don't think we got to worry about Diamond closing down or anything, because aside from the warehouse, I mean, there's really not much person to person.
Somebody still has to load boxes, man. Somebody has to run the printers and stuff. And
I know. I mean, aside from that, I mean, as far as delivering things, it's a guy in a truck loading stuff off.
Right.
I mean, same thing with UPS and FedEx.
yeah, well, yeah, UPS and FedEx are going to keep going. So
as long as they keep it good in house and in the warehouses and all that, I think we'll be okay there. But as of now, my shops are completely open. Well, one had to close the second story down. That's just where the gaming was, and one has closed to just appointment and delivery, but everyone else is just completely open.
really, yeah, mine has went to appointment. Like, I could make an appointment and drive up there and get curbside, or I could just have them ship it. And it's like, I'm not driving the almost 2-hour round trip for 30 seconds. It's like, so they just shipped it to me. And I mean, they shipped it out Friday and I got it Saturday. So it's not that big a deal. So,
Yeah. I think that's going to be the way of it. Again, if everybody keeps shipping, I think that's going to be the way of it, which is great. Like, I don't want to miss out on anything.
no.
So we'll see. Yeah. My shop is looking to shipping, says Mastodon. Yeah. Midtown said that after 5 p.m. Eastern, they are closing all stores until this is over. Wow.
Yeah, the stay home order.
Midtown.
Yeah.
That's in New York, though. So
yeah, I mean, obviously in a big city, it'll be really different.
Longer for New York and Los Angeles and
San Francisco
than other places. So
absolutely. Yeah, thankfully that's not an issue for me. But
I wonder how much.
Apparently, they just ordered the National Guard to come to my state, so whatever.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm surprised. I thought you guys were all on lockdown. I'm surprised they're still open, like that they can.
I feel like it was all the states that Trump didn't like. He's like, you didn't vote for me? I'm sending the National Guard to your ass. New York, suck it up. Here it comes, buddy.
But
I don't remember anybody rolling into Illinois with the National Guard.
No, but
well, Washington, New York, California are the most deaths.
Right. This is true. So that's because I think they have the most travelers.
You just have the most population.
Well, that, and they have the most travelers as far as people coming from China.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, I'd seen though, like since and this was just for the San Francisco area because they locked down first.
Right. Yeah, because a lot of obviously the connection between the U.S. and China comes through San Francisco.
Yeah, but their thing, like over the last several, like since they did that, their numbers have actually been going down. So it appears to be having an effect. Whereas like they were comparing it to Miami-Dade.
Oh my god!
And how they reacted so slowly, like their numbers are just going through the roof.
And I know that there's like 4. I think I was reading about 4 different states that have done like nothing, and they're not even telling people that it matters. They're like, yeah, whatever. Like, no, you do whatever you want. Like, we're not really going to tell you to do anything. Yeah. Freaking spring break, all those spring breakers in Florida.
And that's almost my state, so somewhat. I mean, they close the schools. That's about it. Businesses and people are doing their own precautions, but we also, our entire population of my state is less than the population of New York City. So,
yeah.
And then you have Montana where 4 people live there. So, it's pretty easy to have social distancing when your neighbor's 5 miles down the road.
That helps. That helps.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've been going out and taking a dog for a walk around the neighborhood, but I just kind of dodge everybody, and it's no big deal. So. But it'll be weird. Like I said, I am going to go into the office tomorrow and go into my office and close my door and just get my work done because I know I'll be way more productive there than I will be here. I could work from here, like they would let me. I would just have to fill out the little form and say I was going to do it. But if I'm here, I'll be like, I need to do this and I need to do this, and it's like, yeah.
So how much do you think the new comic books make up your shop's total revenue? Like, because no one can look at the wall and grab things they didn't expect if they're just doing delivery. No one can buy back issues. No one can see if they have any of the specialty books, like the special 1 in 500 or whatever it is.
I feel like for my shop and for most of the ones that I go to, the new books are a big part of it. Like my shop in particular, I know makes most of their money off of the pull list customers and the walk-ins who buy off of the new books. Now my shop also has always been a great like graphic novel trades shop. Like I think they really stock those things and sell them at a reasonable price where they have a consistent like purchasing. And that I know that is going to take a hit if he doesn't have any walk-ins anymore. However, I know he said when I was in there today that like he's had a huge bump up in sales of graphic novels and trades with people buying for lockdown purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that'll eventually go away when they bought them and now they're locked down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my shop is mostly, they're only 2.5 years old. So they've mostly been establishing themselves off of new books and people coming in and getting the weekly books and that kind of stuff. And so the vast majority of their business is that. I mean, obviously they do other stuff. They have never quite gotten where they need to be on trades. At least for me, I don't feel like they carry very many, but maybe they just haven't been moving them yet either. So there's a little bit of like, if they had more, I might like most of the stuff they have. It's like I'm either not interested in or I have. So it's kind of like, well, so they need to. If they had more of a selection, I would probably have tried to grab some trades. So,
well, and I mean, I have the Marvel app, and I have the DC app, although it's not really the DC app. I feel like is getting somewhat limited on the comics you can read. Really? So for me, like it was like, what indies have I wanted to read and catch up on, and it was almost all Image. I just went to the Image section. I was just like, let's just do this. Let's just do this.
There you go.
You know.
Yeah.
Hey, 36. Thanks for hanging out.
I don't have to worry too much for my shops, all of them in my area, because one's been almost 30 years, one's been over 20 years, another one's been over 40 years, and the guy that owns it now has had it for, 15 years. There's only one that's new. And that dude's not doing anything. He's letting whoever comes in. I went in the other day with Southern Comic Geek. He came up from Mississippi. So we went together. I showed him the different shops, and it was actually a little crowded in that one. I bought one book and left very fast.
No. It's weird. Like some of the things that, some people just refuse to believe it or worry about it. So I don't know. I'm trying to, I would prefer not to get sick. So
I understand if you think that it's not as bad as like the media tells you, but if you don't think you're going to get sick at all and you do absolutely nothing, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not that worried about it, but I am using hand sanitizer. I keep some in the car, and whenever I do anything with anybody or interact, I make sure I don't touch my face, and I, hit, do my hands, and move on.
Well, I mean, my literal plan is to go to the office, go to my office, come home, and that's it. Like I got enough stuff for a couple of weeks. I don't have to go back to the store. I'm not planning on doing anything, and my human interaction will come via this. So, hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, I've cut it down to just the bare essentials and then strip clubs. That was pretty much it. Everything else was a pass.
Oh yeah, I guess to go to the strip club.
Yeah, I mean, come on. If I don't pay for Crystal's education, who is going to?
Hey, they gotta make money too, man. I don't want them getting laid off.
So have you guys run dangerously low on toilet paper yet, and then couldn't find any?
You didn't see my Instagram story today.
Yeah, John is stocked up for Armageddon on toilet paper. He's one of those little old ladies that must have come out in the cart with like over heaping cart.
And I had to go to Walmart today to buy some stuff for me.
I'm straight tripping there. Thug Life. I could. Yeah. Anybody wants to trade for a Hulk 181, New Hulk 98, whatever you got.
Fair. Not a thing. But even though when it's just normal, that's one of the few things I just buy a lot of because 10 years later, it's still good. I mean, you can use it. So I bought like last year cases of it, and I'm good to go if this thing lasts till January. And I doubt that it'll last that long, but I'm good to go if it does. So,
well, I will need toilet paper before that, but I did manage to snag some because I was low when the first rush went, but I did manage to snag some like at a Dollar General. Like Walmart was gone, but like some of the other places still had toilet paper. So I'm good for a little while, at least till like May something.
Yeah. Although I have noticed online, you could still find toilet paper if you're willing to use the fast dissolving RV and boat toilet paper. Which apparently it's fine, but it's really expensive compared to the normal rolls.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
It's just crazy that people are. Yeah.
I want to know what on earth makes you think you need toilet paper for a respiratory virus. And if you do need that much toilet paper, there's only so much rooms in people's houses. How are we having a toilet paper shortage still?
I don't know. I would have thought they would I would guess in the next week or so they're going to start catching back up. But the thing is, I think they send it out, and somebody who didn't get it goes and like, I must get it all now. And it's like, really? Just buy what you need. Good grief. Yeah. I mean, yes, I bought, instead of doing my usual of having enough as a single person of buying enough groceries to last me a week, I bought 2 to 2.5 weeks worth of groceries. Okay, so I stocked up. But, yeah.
Did you hear about the guy that bought 17,000 bottles of hand sanitizer?
Yeah,
and was selling it, but
was trying to like price gouge and yeah.
Which
I think. Hey, Sharon.
I have mixed feelings about the price gouging thing because, okay, if you buy a bottle that's $1 and you sell it for $10, okay, that's no, don't do that. But if you buy it for $1 and you sell it for $4, maybe $5, then if you can get someone to buy it, more power to you.
Well,
because my thing is now,
is this like real life spec, non-comic spec?
Non-comic spec.
No, I'm just saying
$5 off. Off of selling somebody that for $1 punchline comic that everybody was talking about this week. Why not make that money?
But if you're buying for $1 and you sell it for $1.25, people who don't really need it will probably still buy it. But if it's $4 for a $1 bottle, only the people who truly need it will buy it. So, think about that. Because now there's 17,000 bottles that no one can buy, no matter what the price is.
Well, and the other thing is, like in ordinary times, if you buy hand sanitizer for $1 somewhere and you go to sell it for $5 or $10 and somebody pays you for it, it's no big deal. But when a state of emergency and stuff has been declared, that's illegal. So that's where that comes about. The rules change.
Well, I also think it's a little different because we're talking about hand sanitizer. I mean, bar soap and warm water
is better.
You're good to go. You don't.
Yeah.
But what if it was generators? There was a story of a guy who bought 1,000 generators at like $300, went down to Hurricane Katrina during that time period and was selling them for double. Yeah. And then they got him and took all his generators away and got him for price gouging. But there's now 1,000 generators that nobody can buy, and people really need power. Like some people might have insulin that they need to keep refrigerated, and now they can't.
Yeah.
But if they were willing to pay double the price, they could have got one. And no one who wants it for a video game is going to spend double the price. So you kind of only get it to people that truly need it.
Well,
it's more complicated than people think, is all I'm saying. But yeah, there's a level where morality has to step in, and you're like, no, that's too much.
yeah. I'm just gonna go with Sharon. I believe that's the appropriate answer for pretty much everything, actually, in life. For getting dealing with most things, don't be a dick, and it'll be fine.
Right.
My dinner is ready, so I'm gonna go and grab a bite now, guys.
Go get some food, man.
All right.
Stay safe, everybody.
All right. D-Rex says we need to change the subject, so let's change the subject.
Well, I can tell you about how much money I've lost.
Oh, I guess we could talk about that. Or you want to here? So you want to?
When you talking about something about slabbing, you were trying to decide.
Okay, so I am, and he's not actually in here, but I've been talking to DS, so I'm going to send some books to DS in the very near future to get pressed to slab. So, question is, what books should I send? So, I have some already decided, but I do not have my complete list decided. So, two of the things, let's just get it out of the way. And it's gonna like tear me up, but they both it was the first thing they both told me to do when they gifted these to me. When Kavi and Matt gifted these two to me, was that they both needed to be cleaned and pressed, and they're not wrong. So these two, it's gonna kill me. I'm gonna send those to DS and have him crack, clean, press, and I'm gonna resubmit them. So those are two books for sure that are going. So,
okay. Well, they were gifted, so you're good to go there.
Oh yeah, they were. I mean, yeah, they're collection forever. They were gifted, and
even if they drop half a grade, you're fine.
Well, I hope not.
Well, they shouldn't, but I'm just saying, if they did, you should.
If they don't go up, I'm fine with it. I took a shot. I gave it a shot to see, and I think they both have a chance to go up. And I won't.
Well, Magic Lasso.
Hey, Magic Lasso.
He needs that lowest lane.
Well, we'll get to that in a second, Magic Lasso. But and the other thing is, both of these books, I won't lie, have a ton of rainbow jizz on them, and so I'm hoping that maybe they'll have less.
So will you do CGC or CBCS?
I'm going to do CGC for this.
CGC.
This is going to be a CGC order. So
whenever someone tells me they're going to slab, I'm going to ask that now, just because of the way things are.
Yeah, I am tempted. I may do a CBCS order before the end of the year, but this is going to be a CGC order.
Well, so, April 1st, they get new slabs and labels. So
I'm waiting for the new slabs.
I want to see.
I kind of want to see what that looks like. And then I have some books that are kind of like, we'll get to those here in a second, but I have some books that I probably would be more inclined to send to CBCS than I would to CGC. So, but these are CGC.
It's $2.35 a gallon. That's a little expensive.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're down under $2 here, so and have been for a little while.
Well, what are you at?
When I bought gas, like Wednesday, it was $1.79.
We're at $1.86.
And I'll be perfectly honest. So
we're at $1.86 right now.
CBS, yeah. Well,
yeah.
I'm talking about pure value. The book I would send to CBCS right now, are books that are never going anywhere, that are just purely for me. And the reason I would send them to CBCS is I want both companies to make it. I want competition. So I will probably try to support both. Yes. If I was turning anything that's going to include a book that I'm turning is going to CGC, for now.
You awoken the slab dragon.
TJ!
You mentioned CBC.
Don't even friend you. These are going to CGC, TJ. These are going to CGC. So if you just hopped in here, TJ, so it's gonna like tear me up to have them out of my possession, but I am going to, because it was the first thing literally Kavi and Matt both said to me is these were both clean press resubmit candidates and that I should do it. So both of these are going to DS to get cleaned and pressed, and then I'm going to resubmit. Then so I'm going to do a Silver Age order, and I already know what that is. It's going to be $5. And then
You've been here from the start.
Oh, okay. He just hadn't commented. So, well, thank you for finally commenting, TJ. I'm glad to know you're here. And then these 2 books that I picked up at C2E2 are going to go get the DS treatment before they go in.
Those for sure. You're not to the iffy ones yet?
No, the Silver Age portion of the order is all for sure. I have 5 Silver Age books. I'm gonna have 2 separate orders. I'm gonna do a Silver Age and a Modern, so that they ship together and everything else. So just 2 orders, I think. And then obviously the book, which who was it that said they were looking for this?
Magic Lasso.
Magic Lasso. This is going to DS that I picked up to Turn. It's going to DS, and he's going to clean and press this thing, and we'll see what we get out of this. So Magic Lasso in a little bit, I will have this to sell. So that is going. So that is the Silver Age side. The question is, what do I do on the Modern side? That is my question. Let's see, anybody else or any great press. I think a press book 9.8 is less than the non-press book 9.8. I'm missing what cool comic guys getting at.
Yeah, that's okay. Comic at 84 has got him.
Okay. So one of the books that I know is going came from you.
Huh.
I'm gonna get this cleaned and pressed. It's not gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be a pretty nice grade, but it's not gonna be like a 9.8 or anything. But
well, it's literally impossible with that library stamp on it.
Oh yeah. So, but I want to get it slabbed, and I figure I'll get it just because it came from you. So I'm going to send. So this one is on the list for sure.
Okay.
The rest is sort of up for grabs a little bit. So let's see. I got a bunch of stuff. I have some butt stuff that I might potentially could grade and turn. There's this, although I don't know that this actually needs a press. There is literally nothing wrong with this book. I feel like I should just submit it as is, but I also kind of like, if you don't press it, are you just asking for trouble? Because it really only needs to be a 9.8 or it's not really worth slabbing to turn. But that's a potential. Let's see what else we got here that was in my potential stack. Potentially this is a potential turn book. That's the first Jessica Cruz.
Oh.
It's like $100 book, 9.8. I got it for $2.
Oh. Really?
Yeah. So
whoa.
So a 9.8 on that is $100, and this
is there any spine ticks?
No.
Then pressing should get it.
Well, this is actually a square bound. I don't know that it really needs to be pressed either, but
oh well.
And then the other, I have 2 copies of this. One of which I would keep, the other one I would probably turn. One of which I don't know that can actually get a 9.8 though. One of them I think probably tops out at a 9.6. They both need a press before you would slab them, but there's nothing wrong with them that a press wouldn't fix, except for on this one. See, I don't think that's getting a 9.8.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if that's all that's wrong with it, it could still get a 9.8. But
maybe that's all I see. Look at it. Neither of them have any spine ticks.
Mark has a comment for you there.
Oh, really? We're talking about us being budget collectors. Okay, well, I'll have to check that out, Burke. I didn't even see Burke slip in here. He must have, maybe he just did. So those are possibilities. And then I got a whole stack of other possibilities, stuff that's possible here. Like originally, I had planned for this to be signed by Adam Hughes to get graded, but he's not. Planet Comic Con got canceled. He's not coming, so I don't know if I will wait, and look for another opportunity, or if I'll just get that slabbed. Let's see what else is in my stack that's high on my list. Then I have some books that would be just for me. Let's see what we got. This would be kind of a for me book that I wouldn't mind getting slabbed.
Oh, then does it matter? I mean, if it's a for you, it's either a yes or no from you, isn't it?
Yeah, I just don't know. Like, eventually I want to get it slabbed. I don't know that it's going right now, if that makes any sense. Like, that it's at the top of the list. Let's see.
Well, you're the only one that can decide on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. First Silk.
Yeah. $5.
I got me one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to get this one, figure out what I want to do with it.
Yeah. This one, I don't know. Like, I kind of want to have all these female spider characters in my collection, but I also would be tempted to turn that one too because I don't really care about those.
Well, I don't know if I want to sell. This one's for sale, but I don't know if I want to do it raw or get it graded.
Yeah.
Because graded a 9/8 like $100 or so. So I don't know if it's worth it or not.
I don't know if I'm. Oh, I think Dollar Ben's saying no, that one Thor would not get a 9/8 in his opinion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly think it probably tops out at a 9/6. But there's these two that I would consider maybe. I don't know that I'd really consider this one right now. This is in the stack. This is just my stack of potential stuff to get pressed or slabbed at some point. There's this thing.
Is that still a valuable one?
Not near what it was. So, but some of these would just be, I wouldn't necessarily be looking to sell. Like,
Yeah.
There's this one. At the moment, I'm just kind of going through the stack. There's this. That's just kind of for another kind of for me thing. Let's see here.
That's a good one, though.
Yeah. There's this, but that's just really just a cover I really love. I could do the first. This would be potentially to flip, but I don't think that's getting a 9/8. Unfortunately, it's got a little bit of a like color rub loss thing on the back cover. So I think it's probably just. I think it tops at 9/6. So I don't know that it's worth it. What else we got? This was going to be the other Adam Hughes book. There's lots of stuff here. Let's see. I've heard anybody like chiming in the chat. Anybody saying anything about what I should or shouldn't do?
Just nice books, JP, and Mastodon's got to go. He says good night. Stay safe.
Later, Mastodon.
Well,
So
I don't. The ones that are just for you are just a decision for you. I mean,
yeah.
What we say doesn't matter, but I would suggest any of the black or dark covers go with them first because the longer they are raw, the longer you have a chance to accidentally do something. And one little nick on a black.
Most of these are all in top loaders, and I don't read them anymore. This would be another one for me, obviously, but
still though, even in a top loader, just dropping it
I know.
on the bottom, you can get a.
And then this is the other Dr. Afra cover. This is the one in 25. It's worth a little bit more. And I think this is better. This one might actually be a 9/8 candidate. And yeah,
Chris is saying slab that 9/11 ASM book ASAP.
Yeah. You do slab what you want. So I'm not getting any Good book, but not a hot book. Nice book.
Yeah.
You do you. Okay, you guys are. So, all right. Well, where am I leaning then?
It's not that he wants to slab them all. It's just a matter of which one's first.
Yeah, it's which ones I'm going to do first. So probably right now, what I'm thinking is for my moderns is. So I'm looking at 5 or 6 books, probably total for the moderns. This is going for sure. This is going for sure because when they cast Camilla Khan or they do something with the show, I want to be able to sell this thing. I want to be ready for it to go. So those are 2. I might go on and I'm tempted. I'm debating on this, and this is definitely still in consideration. Just because I have nothing in it, and if it's a 9.8 and I can sell it, then it just gives me some money to do some other stuff. This one I think is going to go for sure, like you said, just because the longer it's as is, the less likely it's going to be a 9.8. So that's 3. So those are 2 for me and
Simply
1.
Incredible Podcast has joined.
Who did?
Simply Incredible Podcast.
Hey, Simply Incredible. What's going on? The solid color ones would be the first ones I did. So that would be the black. Okay, so let's see. What else? Go back through here. See if there's anything I'm missing. That's
Chris is giving you a rundown. The 1 in 25 Vader, the ASM 911, and Avenging Spider-Man 9. Them the ones, definite ones.
Those are the definite ones. So I could do, let's see. So I got the Avenging Spider-Man, or the, I do not have the Avenging Spider-Man in here yet. I probably will do that one too. That one, let's see, where is that in the stack? The Avenging Spider-Man. Okay. And what was the other ones you said? The Vader 1 in 25.
Yeah. I don't know anything about Star Wars book.
Yeah. It's just that first appearance of that Dr. Aphra character, which they have not brought to the TV and stuff yet, but I think they're going to. They've had 2 long series runs with her now. Like, they have used the crap out of the character, even though she's just a comic book character only. She's got her own book again right now. Like, she is popular for a Star Wars character. So, what else? So there's 4. Let's see. Would I do another one to sell, or would I do another one to just for me? I might just do another one for me. If I had to pick, looking through it, I'm debating. One of these, I will probably wait and get Jason Aaron to sign.
Okay, Dollar Ben's giving you a lot of information there.
Who is?
You can tell.
Oh, Dollar Ben. He always gives me a lot of information. Hair price go collector, eBay sales, making sense that way. The books for sure is a 9.8 plus significant price point 9.8. Yeah. So, but some of these aren't really like for me to sell. It's just that I would like to have slabbed and locked away. So, fifth spot. That maybe that just because of that white cover. I think I'm leaning toward those. Let's see. I don't think any of those guys is going right now. I think I'll wait for another opportunity there. Ooh, what else? I know this is riveting TV.
So, but basically, how many of them can you not do? Like, how many have to be out of the stack?
Oh,
I assume you only have X amount you're willing to slab.
yeah, I'm probably
right
only,
now.
I'm looking at like 5 is what I'm looking at right now. Like
Of these moderns or total?
No, 5 Silver Age plus 5 Moderns is what I was thinking. From a price point, that's going to put me about like where I'm not going to be overextended right now.
So
spending.
Of your 5 moderns, how many spots are absolutely taken?
Well, right now
You mentioned the Titans.
I got 4 books in there right now. So I have
Okay,
Teen Titans #2.
that's a good one.
This one because I want to have it ready to sell when the time is right.
Okay.
So those 2. And then I have these 2 right now.
Okay. Well, then I guess the last one should be the Vader, according to the chat.
Should be this one?
Is that the one in 25?
That's the one in 25.
Then yeah.
Hmm.
Based on everything I've read in the chat, that looks like your best 5.
Well, I mean, I could send my Batman 89 in or my Hell Arisen.
Dude, those need to sell ASAP.
And those
If you're wanting to
already
sell
sold.
them.
I was going to sell them.
If you're wanting to sell them.
Yeah.
So they would be raw. If you're
I would
wanting.
think probably these are the 3 I'm debating on for that last spot. This one just because of this white cover. Just getting it in a slab. So.
Well, let me ask you this: are any one of those 3 for selling, or all 3 of them for keeping?
Potentially, I would probably sell this if she comes to like a movie or the TV and this book jumps, then I would probably sell this.
Then I don't know. Is there any hint of anything with that
Not yet.
character?
Other than the fact that she's pretty popular in the comics, and they keep making her comic book. So, like, literally, they make Star Wars, Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, bounty hunters, and her. I mean, those are and she's been going she had a long run that went like 40 issues. They ended it, and they immediately restarted her. So.
Then I don't guess it really matters, because when it gets hot, you'll be able to do the lists and stuff.
Yeah, I'll know.
You'll be on it fairly quickly, and you should have enough time to get it slabbed. And
I need to double check
if you need it, but does it need a press? Were you going to get it pressed as well?
Well, I was kind of of the mindset that you almost press everything, but.
Well, yeah. Well, are you going to? Because I would say if you're
going to DS first.
Well, if you're going to send them the DS for pressing first, then I would go ahead and send that one in and maybe one of the others, and then just hold off till you're ready for it and do like maybe the Middleton or something.
This is true. I need to double check if this is the one with the color loss or if this is the one with the color loss. The rub.
Yeah, it would help to know that.
I was just thinking about that. I'm trying to remember if I'm remembering correctly. So I will double check on that. So, okay. I think I'm pretty close. I mean, I got it narrowed down. So yeah, I'm definitely sending those 5 Silver Age books. And I'm definitely going to send these 4 to DS. Although, these 4 are definitely going. So
yeah, I agree with Dollar Ben. I do press everything if I'm going to get it graded. So I would definitely go ahead and just press it, since you're sending a load to DS to press anyway.
No, that was my thought. Like,
yeah, but you don't have to grade it necessarily.
Yeah, and I'll talk to him. I talked to him about 10 books, but I could probably go to 12 and then make a decision from there. Like this one, I don't think it needs a press at all, but I'll probably do it anyway just because.
You say that.
I know. I say that. And then
I have had you remember the episode of Collecting Smart? It was me. I had my Immortal Hulk #2.
Yeah.
And I did the quick press, and it still had something in there, and I got a 9.6.
Yeah.
Which I still made money on, but if I'd had a 9.8, that was when it was over $300.
Yeah. So, all right. I think it narrows it down. I think most of the rest of these can wait for a while. So, well, I appreciate the help, fellas. We're at 55 minutes. You got anything else, Big Will?
No. I will just say I have a load that's going to be shipped to CBCS tomorrow. I have one book that's for CGC, and I can't wait for that thing to come back. because I'm not pressing it because it doesn't need a press at all. It is the cleanest book I've ever seen. It should be a 9.8 guaranteed.
Nice.
So I'm just going to send it in for grading, no pressing, and see if I can get a 9.8. And if I do, it's a money book. So, yeah, I saw it.
Wasn't that just your comment to me?
Yeah, but, I mean, I've never seen a book that good.
Well, there you go. So,
and there is the risk that if you press a book, you could destroy the book.
There is that risk.
It's a small risk, but
I told you this earlier, but I did actually sign up for collectible insurance. So I have went down that road. Yeah. So I gotta get pictures of all this stuff and document it before I send it to us. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anything coming this week other than just random Big Will time at some point?
Yeah, maybe just some random stuff at the moment. I don't have anything. I don't have my area to where I can do any of my grading videos, but I do want to do another one of them and send an older value tier to get graded after I grade them on camera. I don't know if did you notice I did that and got them back?
Oh, I hadn't linked the getting them. Yes, no, I did see the get them back because you said what you graded them as. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I recently did a video with all modern books where I graded them on camera over the past few months. I said what I thought the grade was. I sent them all to CBCS because they are the stricter grader, and I got them back. And turns out I'm pretty decent, hopefully. But I got to try it a few more times before I'm satisfied with my grading skill.
Okay, let me get the link here, Dollar Bin, and I will send the link in the thing. I was going to just type in their name, but I'll just get the link.
Oh, for the collectibles insurance?
Yeah, collectible insurance services.
Yeah. If you just type that in to Reggie Collects on YouTube, he's got a whole 3 or 4 videos on it, and he'll go to the site itself and walk you through it if you need any more information on it, because I'm assuming you did the same service that Reggie has, that I have, that
the collectible yeah that's the one I use. So and they're cheap. I mean, it was $70-something for $10,000 worth of insurance for the year, so it's not
Oh, you went with 10,000 too?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I went with 10,000.
Yeah,
less than $80. I mean, come on.
I'm not quite to probably. I'm not to $10,000 probably in comic books.
I'm not yet either.
I'm closer than I think. I'm closer than I think.
Yeah, of course. I would hate to see what the Reggie and Matt, the boy who had sevens, insurance thing is, because we've seen their books.
Yeah, I know. So a lot.
Yeah, Reggie could probably put $10,000 worth of books in one short box.
In one book. Some of those books are that. What are you talking about? So, all right. This week, what do I got coming up? I potentially, either tomorrow or Tuesday night, have a rather large unboxing for myself. I have a book coming. It's a big one. That's all I'm going to say. So,
it's a big book?
It's a big book.
Bigger than your Tech 359 that you got?
In that range. Let me put it that way. So, in that range. Yeah. So, it's so that's coming. Supposed to be here tomorrow is what they're predicting, but yeah. So when I looked at the tracking, so I will probably have an unboxing for that tomorrow night, probably right before I switch over to Comic Book NYC's channel and we do Gotham City Chronicles. We're doing Gotham by Gaslight with Fuchsia and Soldier only, and that is on Kavi's channel, Comic Books NYC, tomorrow night, and that is at later than normal. That's going to be at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Because Soldier needed to make sure he had time after he got off work. So, not
All
bigger
right.
than the Treasury Edition, but it's bigger. So well, let's say that, but not bigger than Treasury Edition. And then yeah, so I have those two things. I may make a video once I finalize this stack and get it ready to go. I may actually do a video of what I'm actually gonna let you guys know what I'm gonna send to DS. And yeah, other than that, just the usual stuff. So anything else? All right. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. I will catch you guys later, and thanks for watching, everybody.